Hello and welcome to Aimy Plus. In this series of videos we will cover setting up your Aimy Plus portal and starting to get using Aimy Plus. If you have been in touch with our onboarding team, you should have received a link to your very own Aimy Plus portal, your login details. So we're just going to go ahead and enter our login details here. And as you can see, it will bring us to our dashboard. Now, I'll just cover quickly everything that is included in the Aimy Plus setup of your portal. So the first thing that we will do is go into admin organizations. Now on this page is where you will be able to see all your sites. So if you see along the left hand side here, this is the Aimy head office, and all of our sites and our testing sites are all falling underneath here. To change between head office and site, it's as simple as just clicking a different head office or a different site, and you will be able to change between your sites. Now, the sites shown here are purely based on the sites that you have given us to set up. If you have more sites, you will be able to see more. If you, for instance, only have one site, it's likely that you will only see your head office level and then your site level underneath. Now when it comes to the setup, make sure that you are actually logged in at your site level or the site that you want to set up, just because all the setup in Aimy Plus is done site by site. So if we log in, if we access this site, it's as easy as clicking the site and then clicking access. Once we are in this site, you'll see that there are a bunch of tabs along this organization page, again under admin organizations. This is usually the first place to start going through and setting up. So if you see that we have little info text boxes, so if you hover over these, it will give you a description of some of the fields that may be a little bit less self-explanatory, and it just gives you details and where these are used elsewhere in the system. So if you go through all these tabs along here, that's usually the first step in the setup. Then we'll go into site groups, which is used for if you want to split up your roll call into a number of groups, for instance juniors and seniors, you will go ahead and set up site groups. Zero setting allows us to set up the integration between Aimy Plus and Xero so that Aimy can send invoices through to Xero automatically. Feeder schools will cover if you pick up children from other schools or other sites, you're actually able to enter feeder schools here, which will then show up on driver pickups and other such features. If we go down to notification subscription, this allows you to subscribe your staff to receive certain notifications, such as new bookings in the system or when parent profiles are updated. And then also lastly, we have custom notifications. Custom notifications will actually allow you to completely edit and change what notifications go to staff and to parents when certain actions are executed in Aimy Plus. So for instance, when a new booking is made, a parent will receive a confirmation that a booking is made and is pending. You actually have the ability to edit that notification and a bunch of other emails that go from Aimy Plus. After this has been set up, and this is all the site setup for this current site that we are accessing as, we will then go to staff management. So if you start to enter your staff here, it will mean that they can then be used later for when it comes to rostering, clocking in and out on site, and then using timesheet functions. And then the last areas we'll look at for setup is in tools. So if we look to here at program library, this is where you will set up your program. So essentially you are creating a library of your programs in Aimy Plus, and then once you're happy with those programs that you've created, you can go to term planning and set them against a term. So you set the program you've created against term dates and then make them live for parents to book. So essentially you're creating your programs here and you're setting them against dates and making them live in term planning. Once you have the term planning step done and everything else before it, then parents will be able to go in and make bookings into the system and register their children. Alright, so let's get started with the setup then.